Gucci music, the hottest in the world.
I'm not a perm, but I'm straight. I'm not relate. Cause them gon' relate.
Hey, it's Krissie Bee, aka your friendly neighborhood journalist and more in America. You guys already know what we do every Thursday. We come together and we talk about everything and anything under the sun. We'll get an artist or a person that's doing anything in the industry, a person that's doing anything in the city, and I just want to be nosy and know what the fuck you got going on. So today, first off, shout out to MTS Network for having us. You know how we do. I got a guest with me today. He is an artist, a model. He do a lot of stuff. I'm going to let him tell you guys exactly what it is that he does. But ladies and gentlemen, Macc Tiger.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
It's an honor. I'm an artist, I'm a model, and I act. I'm working on some movies right now.
Okay.
Broken Vessel 2. I'm working on my project, late night, early mornings. And for as modeling, I just did a photo shoot maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So.
How did that go?
It was alright. I incorporated with my video to Tire, a music video to Tire, so it was fun.
Let's talk about that music video to Tire, because I done seen a couple of snippets. It's a spicy video, so set the scene. Like, what made you go that route with doing that video?
I collaborated with Margie. She's the CEO of Dallas Dolls, and we came up with an idea at the car wash for her models and then for my video. And I linked up with Trail Dragons, and he shot my video, and it was just nice. We had a concept where we were like, I was at a photo shoot, but the video is like I'm behind the scenes at a photo shoot,
right,
while they getting that photo shoot on, and I'm irritating them, messing with them, throwing water on them, stuff like that. So it's kind of like fun. Kept us cool in a hot day. So I enjoyed it.
So would you say that you're pretty hands-on with the concepts of your videos, or was this one of the first ones that you kind of was like, I kind of wanted to go like this?
No. All my videos, you on my YouTube, all my videos, every video start out with a storyline, skit. It's kind of funny, because I incorporate my acting with my music. So I'm always putting a skit in there at the beginning or the end of my videos.
I'm an 80s baby, so you already know. Like, I say this all the time when artists are like, man, I want to do this video. First off, let's stop doing them at certain different locations. Like, it's more than 3 locations that we can film at here. We need to let the fabrication yard go. Yeah. We done seen it.
I ain't even gonna tap into them because everybody there. So
you know what I mean? Like, you know that the location that you've chosen is saturated when you pull up. And you gotta wait on 7 other folks to wrap up their videos.
But then that goes to artists not really investing in their craft, because I don't have a team, I don't have a manager. I do everything from booking shows to going to San Antonio, everything on my own. I pay for my studio, I even pay the models, I pay the photographers, the videographers. I do everything out of pocket on my own. When you want success, you have to invest. I don't try to down nobody. I ain't saying it's to down nobody, but when you go into the fabrication, that's just a free spot to shoot. So you're not really investing into your craft. You're not taking it serious if you're looking for a handout, because this game is not no handout.
Exactly. And since you did say that everything does come out of pocket, so just because, we all kind of know each other's stories and things like that. I know the reality of, doing everything whenever you don't necessarily have a team or you're just barely starting out. But, speaking to somebody that, just sees the bells and whistles of this, go ahead and elaborate. When you got a kid and you got bills and you got how do you balance it all? How do you do this out of pocket and stay afloat out of pocket?
Man, I just came out of $700 just for my car note this morning.
Ooh-wee.
Not to mention, get my daughter hair done, gas in my car, your habits that you have and stuff like that. So that's why I say sometimes when an artist asks for you to purchase his material or his project, and he's not asking, because none of my projects have been over $10. So I'm not busting nobody over the head, because I don't want nobody to bust me over the head with no product or nothing like that. Right. So I'm asking you for $10. Now, when you think about what goes into this man's project, he gave you a maybe 10 to 15 song project. Every song You got to think about the studio time between $30 to $75 an hour. You got to get all of those songs mixed and mastered, the graphics that come behind it, and the gas he got to drive to get to the studio, the drink or the product that he used to influence him.
Right. So
that,
everything.
All that cost, and all he asking is for $10.
So it's kind of like whenever you see on Facebook and the females, it's like, my rent is $350, my this is this. You're like, I need my $10. You got your whole list of everything. The reason why we kind of need it is we come out of pocket for everything on our own. We've already invested in ourselves. So no, there are no handouts.
And you gotta, like I said, if you really want something out of it, you gotta put into it. So that means getting a second job or getting a second hustle so you can be able to balance out real life with your craft and your career.
Right.
So,
it's definitely a balance, because if real life go on the float because you're trying to focus too much on your career, you're gonna be outside. And
I like to always say this in my podcast when I receive a award, when I'm on stage. Shout out to the single mothers, because y'all make it look easy until a person got to put his 10 toes into them situations and walk and be a single parent. I've been doing it almost 8 years. It ain't been easy. So I salute women that do it and they have more than one. So, and then like I said, it's not most male artists that coming out, they don't have that responsibility of being a 24/7 parent. So they're able to get out here, network a little bit better, rub a little bit more shoulders, be in more venues, because they don't have that 24-hour responsibility. So yeah, it's a grind. It's a grind being an entertainer and being a father.
And first off, I'm going to definitely salute you, because like you said, you don't really hear about single fathers that are 24/7. It is them as the primary parent. So I am going to salute you, and I do want to talk about that for a little bit, because I know you have a daughter. And I know the kind of music you make. Yeah. So, what is like, okay, so when you're making your music and things like that, like first off, does she know her dad's songs?
Yeah, she knows.
Okay, she does know her dad's songs, but okay, so like whenever you're making music, do you ever think about that, like, I'm not saying like in a bad way, but do you ever think like, one day my daughter, like the music you're making, you have a daughter, does that ever come into play or anything?
Yeah, she knows, because just like you say, you see people seeing the whistles, bells, and all of that stuff. Being a daughter of somebody who's actually seeing it, she's actually seeing me making this craft and understanding why I'm making this craft. Not just it's out there and daddy talking about this. Daddy's taking care of us. Daddy's providing for us. This is a form of entertainment to let you understand the basics of being real and what's not real. This is a form of entertainment. Just like when you watching Nickelodeon and all that, that's not real, but it's a form of entertainment.
So you let her know that this is entertainment. This puts the food on the table.
Yeah. And I also give her flowers. She got a whole song dedicated to her. So not only will you hear me talking about this and this and that, my daddy can also talk about me and appreciate me and show he loved me and write a song about it.
Okay, I like that. So let's tell everybody some facts about Macc Tiger that people might not know.
I'm an 80s baby. I don't know if I looked that old.
No, I didn't know that whenever we first met. I didn't know you was an 80s baby either, but I'm an 80s baby too.
Yeah, my favorite color is purple. I grew up in foster care. I moved to Dallas as a teenager and fell in love with Dallas, so I've been here. What else people might not know about me? I've been shot before.
I didn't know that.
I don't have no background. I don't know if that's a
It should be a given. We shouldn't have to tell folks we ain't got no background, but that's another story for another day.
People can just look at you and assume just because you black or just because you black and you rap, you ain't have a background. I don't know. What would you want to ask to know?
I got specific questions because I'm nosy.
Go ahead.
All right. So if you put on the aux, in somebody's car, your car, whatever, one song that you put on that folks wouldn't expect that you know all the way through.
That's my song?
Not a song that you wrote, a song that you just like, a song that you fuck with heavy.
I might not know it all the way through, but for the last maybe like 6 to 8 months, I've been fucking with this artist out of Memphis, out of Orange Mountain. His name is Eddie Valero. And I just been jamming him lately for the last like 6 to 8 months. I just get in and just play his music.
What's his style of music?
He more on he kind of like cocky, player, smooth. He kind of got that 8-ball MJG kind of.
Well, I would kind of think that you listen to some shit like that, though.
Huh?
I would kind of think that you listen to stuff like that, though.
Well, it's different because my favorite rappers growing up actually was Snoop and BG. So, Snoop, BG, and maybe Boosie growing up. So.
Can I have some Boosie in there? So, the way that you grew up in your childhood, you said that you was in foster care and things like that. Does that influence the way your music and your artistry now?
It gives me more to write about. Like most artists just talk about sex, drugs, and guns or whatever. I can tap in and talk about not having a relationship with my mama. I can talk about being molested, seeing my sister raped. I can talk about being beat. I didn't even put in songs about, or in freestyles about, being an adopted child. You get treated wrong like a Cinderella. I had to do, man. My adopted mama made me do dumb stuff like mop the cement on the sidewalk just to break me. I had a mouthpiece, so that used to piss her off. So she used to try to make me do dumb stuff like edge the grass with scissors. So, and didn't know that I got a lawn business that I've been having for 5 years. So, I mean, stuff that might, like I said, won't break you. It's gonna make you stronger. So.
And I know because I know a little bit about you. So would you say that like how you grew up, is that why you kind of went to education and kind of being like doing the education field for a little while?
Well, I started out coaching back in 2013 in a town called Waco. I started out coaching, then moving up and down 35, ventured back up here and was coaching for Oak Cliff Gators. But I always loved and wanted to get back to the kids because that's something I didn't have as a youth. Not having a family, not having a father figure, male positive influence. We run to shit that basically then tore up our community and our culture, which was gangs, and try to keep kids away from it and try to tell them what's the realistic. Yeah, I've been affiliated. I'm a known gang member, but I'm not active. I mean, the way the gangs is set up and this and this and that. I mean, it's detrimental to our culture. It's been a downfall. Drugs and gangs been the #1 killers among our black people before. Or more than slavery and KKK and police brutality. So we're only killing ourselves. So if we want to save ourselves, we got to put ourselves in predicament to save us. So you got to get yourself out there and get in the schools and get yourself active with the kids. That's going to be your future. That's going to be the future. Whitney Houston Ben said that the kids are our future. So in order to tap in with your future, you got to get your hands involved and get your hands dirty with them. So not only was coaching, because coaching instilled boys to be men and values and stuff, but what about the women or girls or whatever? They need to see a positive male influence. So the only male that they not enticed to see it is the one with his pants sagging, or the one that's sitting out on the corner, or one you pulling up 7-Eleven and they doing like this all day. So if they see a positive black men in the school system, maybe they might think different. They already say, Mr. Simmons, you dress nice. Well, you don't have to be a trapper to dress nice. You don't have to be slanging dope to dress nice. You don't have to be doing this. You can, Mr. Simmons, you drive a nice car. I'm a teacher. We don't make nothing in there. I carry myself this way. So you don't have to do all that negative stuff to make yourself look good.
There's other ways to. There's legal ways to
grind it out. Get it out the mud so you can appreciate it a little bit more.
I like that. And I did tell you that I did want you, because you're just so well spoken. I did want you to be the one whenever I have the show, whenever we're talking about mental health and depression in the black community, especially amongst black men. So my question to you is, since you are a black man in the community, where do black men go to vent? Who do they vent to?
Man, I was just telling, first of all, I was just talking to somebody earlier about, the black man, and I was like, man, as a black man telling you there's not really many black men you have to take that into consideration.
Yeah.
As a black man, and I look out here and I see all the other men or the males with dicks, it's not really men, because I'm not saying that they're not men like that, but from where I've been, how I interact and how I move, like some of these men can't even have conversations when you inbox them on some stuff. They can't even be G about it. Man, they run and go tell another female, hey man, I just came at you tactful and like a man and asked you to talk to me, and you ran somewhere else instead. Because they wasn't raised with a man to understand how to talk as men. They always be confrontational, because instead of I guess being raised how they was raised, their mother had to be strong on them. So she didn't too much talk to him. She put her hands on him, because he's a boy, so she figured that she got to be rough and tough with him. Sometimes we need somebody to talk to that helps us out. And growing up, being in foster care, they send people to your schools and let you talk to them, pull you out of class. And I was just telling somebody that did help a lot. Just having somebody I can talk to every 7 days or something like that to get something off. Yeah, it helped a lot growing up, being moved around and seeing different stuff in foster homes. So yeah, I'm
a mom of boys, and it's like exactly what I wasn't in foster homes or anything like that, but I had a single mom. I had a single mom, and it was like, at first, when you're little, you don't get it. You're just like, my mama ain't there, and it didn't have the same effect on me that it had on a lot of people. I understood. I've been an old soul forever, so I never really faulted her for it. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't have nobody really to teach her how to love us, so that's why she's a little bit harsher. She's always tired because she been up since 6 and she don't go to bed until this time. So it was like I tried to, play my role and do a little bit more, even being a kid or whatever, but I got it. And even with that, though, I was like, I still needed my mama. I still wanted my daddy around, too. So now I'm a single mom now as well. I have my 7 sons. And it's like one thing I always wished my mama did was talk to me instead of, I'm going to get a spanking for everything. And so I talk, my kids know we're going to talk it out. We're gonna talk until the cows come home. I don't care about you rolling your eyes or none of that. And I hate to hear a child, especially a black boy, say, because you hear it in school, you hear it whenever you're going to tell them something. I ain't scared of you. I don't want you to be scared of me. That's not what this conversation's about. I'm not trying to put fear into your heart. That's why you got that guard up, because you think that fear is what, you know what I mean, like how we coming at you. And so even my son sometimes, I ain't scared. This is not about being scared. This is about, you need to understand that there's consequences to what you do, whether you got fear about that or not. And so I feel like exactly what you said, like they have this hard exterior because everybody's coming at them with a hard exterior.
Yep. It don't give them a place where they can feel comfortable about opening up, because it's always was taught that a man shouldn't cry, a man shouldn't show weakness, emotion. I was speaking to one of my partners about being emotional, and I was like, it's cool, we can get together, but at the same time, you carry yourself as an artist, and in the entertainment business, you can't let them see any kind of weaknesses at the same time, because they in the industry, they'll fuck over you.
Yeah.
But it's always cool to come to a person and talk.
To have your person.
It's always cool. I'm always got doors open for you to come and talk, but some situations you don't need to put out how emotional you are.
Right.
So, it's always a good time to play, good time to work, so it's always a good time to look for a ear, and some places not good, because some situations not be good for some people to listen to. Right. Some people not good to talk to. Some people not in your best interest for you to put those words and those feelings in the atmosphere, and for them to receive it. It might not be the right person to receive it. So
my noonie always said, you be careful who you vent to, because vents lead to other rooms. And so I always kept that in mind. Sometimes it's just like you want to talk to somebody, but it's like, I don't want to talk to you if I'm going to hear my business from somebody that I didn't tell it to.
Right. Because that's because I went over there and told it.
I would have just made a post. If I wanted everybody to know it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to this stage, whether you are modeling, performing, acting, whatever. I want to know, what's one of your most embarrassing moments? Has there ever been a time whenever you forgot your lyrics to a song?
Oh, most definitely.
And did you play it off, or how did that go?
Nilly Vanilli, just
you had the track playing in the back.
Yeah, you hear the music playing in the background, and I had tapped the what's called to make it sound like was my mic working.
And you no snare in this headphone. It's funny.
And I just played out. DJ, turn me up one more time. I can't hear myself. you know.
You just played it off.
Yeah.
That's cool though. All right. If you could perform anywhere with anybody in the world, what stage would you perform on, and who would you perform with?
Famous person?
Anyone.
I would like a person that's not famous and a person that is famous.
Okay.
The person that's not famous, he from Dallas, and Off the Chain. I would like to rock a stage with him, probably in Atlanta somewhere.
Okay, so Off the Chain. You listening?
He from North Dallas. Shout out Off the Chain.
Shout out.
Industry person. Lil Wayne, maybe because of his energy. We both have our shirt off, running around, jumping off shit. You know, yeah.
That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT right there.
Yeah.
Wayne's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
So I would have picked Wayne. I don't even perform. I'm not even an artist, but if I got to be on the stage with anybody, just come on, Wayne. I'm just going to be his hype man. That's all I will do.
And I am proud of performing with Wayne. Wayne always have a better turnout in Miami. That's his second home.
Yeah.
So I rock Miami with Lil Wayne and rock Atlanta with Off the Chain.
Okay.
See how that rhyme?
That's easy. You got bars too.
I try.
So with your 3 crafts, we're going to put them in order. And you cannot say, because everybody says the same thing, I love them all equally. You're going to put them in order of the one that's your favorite, and the one that, I know you like all your crafts, but which one is the one that you push the hardest versus?
Right now, the one I always love to act more, and that's why I incorporate that in my music videos. Because, like I said, growing up, growing up in foster care, I craved for attention, so I acted out in school. I did funny stuff in school. It'd be real quiet, and I make a sexy moan and stuff, and everybody just laugh. And I just do stuff to get attention.
Right. And
I was good in drama when it came to improv. So yeah, I love acting.
I love improv.
I love being funny. I'm a flirtatious, charismatic person. So yeah.
So with your music videos, because I know that you said that you have storylines and stuff. Mm-hmm. So growing up, because like we said, that was my thing. So what was your favorite music video when it was like that was your shit that had the storyline? Y'all know mine is Contagious. I done already said it on Good Morning.
I don't know.
All the music that we had with all them storylines.
That's what I'm saying.
That goes so hard.
That one hit me right off the top.
Now he's got homework. Now he's got to tell me his answer later. I feel like you should do like a throwback 90s video, with the shirts off, and y'all gotta, be somewhere. It wasn't a 90s video if you wasn't somewhere with some boots on and some sand. You gotta have the little vest open and shit and just be out there rocking out.
Like Jagged Edge and
You
shit.
hear me? Jagged Edge. Everybody had a sand video. Cisco, everybody had a video where there was in some fucking sand. You need a 90s type. You need a 90s video where it has all the different 90s stereotypes.
You know how hot is it gonna be on the sand in
It'll be
Texas
alright.
with some boots on?
They did it. H-Town did it.
Yeah, Pimp C did have a mink on in a goddamn summer.
See, you gotta do all the cliche 90 moments though in like a video and like have a song about the 90s. I think that would go so hard.
That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm. So tell everybody where they can find you at, Macc Tiger.
I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, MACC_TIGER, YouTube, Macc Tiger, Freshman OG. I'm everywhere. Google me. My music is on 150 different digital platforms. Not hard to find at all.
Okay. And what's coming up next for you? You got any events or any concerts you're going to be at?
No, I don't have nothing really just playing. Nothing set in stone. Just mostly been working on podcasts, being able to sit down and talk, just like I said, because it opened up a different avenue and it let people see a different side of you. Right. I know people have been seeing mostly modeling and music, and now since I'm stepping into a lot of acting or stepping into more of acting roles, give a different side. And then when a person goes to doing a lot of podcasts, it gives a different side of him not being an entertainer, but people get to see his different thought process, right, how he perceives stuff, and how how he feel about different things because he's, giving his opinion and giving his thoughts about communicating.
Well, you're very well spoken, and I'm so excited to see you on the screen and see you do your thing in the movie. You said Broken Vessels too?
Broken Vessels too.
I'm excited to see you in that and all your future roles because you need to pursue that. You're very, very well spoken.
Thank you. I'll try.
That's dope. So thank you guys for watching another episode of Good Morning America. I'm Krissie Bee, your friendly neighborhood journalist. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.